Hello and welcome back to the three-part tutorial series. This is the third and final part in the series, and it addresses the topic of how to make use of comparison stars from alternative sources. And again, the reason why we might want to do this is because you have a variable star that you would like to measure, and the AAVSO have yet to designate any official comparison stars in the surrounding field. So in that case, you still want to measure the star, so you instead rely upon comparison stars from alternative sources, such as from the Atlas catalog. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so just to keep this video short, I have already performed the data reduction steps of calibration, plate solving, and alignment. So if you need more information on how to conduct those steps, be sure to refer to the user guide for more information. So with that, we can go ahead and skip straight to Action, View Images, and this is the object of interest. So we can double click to center it, and then right click and choose Create Marker 1, and right click once more and choose Create Marker 2. So these two markers inform Tycho that this is the object that we wish to measure. The next step is to validate the measuring aperture. So we go to Photometry, Modify Aperture Settings, and as you can see, I have specified 9 pixels for the inner radius, 9 pixels for the dead zone, and 9 pixels for the sky annulus. So simply make adjustments as needed. The next step after this would typically be to download the AAVSO chart. However, in this tutorial video, we wish to make use of comparison stars from the Atlas catalog. So instead, we go to Photometry, Find Comp Stars, and this will launch the Comp Star Finder module. So as you can see, we have significantly more comparison stars to make use of when selecting the Atlas catalog. And you can see which catalog is selected by going to Settings, Star Catalog. So with that, we can also apply filters as desired. So we can have a filter on magnitude, the B-V color, and on signal to noise ratio. So what I typically like to do at this point is to select between 3 to 5 comparison stars. So right click and choose Add to Active Comp Stars, and just do this for each comparison star on the trend line that you wish to add. And if you want, you can also designate a check star. Then you can also go to Graph, Generate Data, and validate that these comparison stars have a relatively flat trend line here. That indicates that they have minimal variability. So once we've done that, then we can right click and choose Create Photometry from Markers. So as you can see, 50 data points, once again corresponding to the 50 images. And then we can go to Graph, Plot All Sets. So here again, this is the variable star that we have measured. And at this point, we can choose to go to File, Export AAVSO. And the difference here is that because we are using comparison stars from an alternative source, we want to check the box Encode non-AAVSO stars into the notes field. And you can also check the box to encode non-AAVSO stars into the regular field. So what does it look like when we have these options here? Well, you can click on Export to Transformations to get a preview of that. So as you can see here, we are both using more than one comparison star, so that would be an ensemble, and we are using catalog stars from a non-AAVSO source. So in this case, you can see it has specified a name of the check star, and because it is an ensemble, there is no name provided for the comparison star. However, it does have the information about that ensemble. Now, if we were to use a single comparison star, what does that look like? So in this case, I can delete all but one of the comparison stars and regenerate the data. And if I want to, I can go to File, Export AAVSO, and generate the preview once again. So on the measurements where there's only a single comparison star, you can see that it has provided a name for both the comparison star as well as the check star. And in this case, you can see that it has also embedded the name into the notes field as well. So that is about it for this tutorial series. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.